Yo, what's going on, my people? Live, doing the live test again. Here I am, here to talk about Mikel Arteta. I'm here to talk about the boy Mikel Arteta. Where do I even start with Mikel Arteta? Jeez. He's going to have to definitely learn. He's going to have to definitely learn. He's going to have to make some changes, this man here. I got one person on my life. Welcome. I hope all is well. I hope all is well. I'm going to make this live. Also like a pre-recording. Because Mikel Arteta, Jesus Christ. Can we win the league with Mikel Arteta? Can I see this man ever taking us to where he needs to take us? "81 points. He achieved 81 points. That's significant because no other rival team, no other rival club has achieved anywhere near that this season. Listen, there's good things about Arteta that I like, and there's not so good things about Arteta, and there's things about him that he's going to have to most certainly change. He's got one more season for me, and that's why the title of this video is the fact that he has one more season. I don't know if many of you watching this video or that are going to watch this video would agree with me, but if you look at everything from a wide spectrum, and if you look at the context of everything, seasons upon seasons that he's been manager, he's definitely got one more season for me because he keeps making the same mistakes over and over again. And even though this season there's been progress, he definitely keeps making the same mistakes. One of the biggest mistakes I don't like about Mikel Arteta is that he's just not flexible enough. And I understand that most of the times when you see teams going to win the league, and you see teams being solid in what they do and how they do it, they normally don't change the lineup a lot, and they normally keep the same structured 11 or keep the same consistent 11. There clearly comes points and times in the season that you need to make the changes, isn't it? You know that you need to be flexible in your tactical shifting and your tactical approach to giving players playing time. You don't have to carry the same 11 all the way from game 1 to game 38. It's not possible to do so. Within that space, within that run, there's going to be all sorts of things happening. There's going to be things like injuries. There's going to be things like players coming on in and off form. There's going to be many things that are going to happen, and you're just going to you're going to have to be able to learn how to rotate. Mikel Arteta's going to have to be able to learn how to rotate. He's also going to have to be more flexible in tactics as well. I feel like a lot of the times when you see tactics, it becomes very predictable in a season. It becomes in a space of a run of games or a space of games. I remember times when before he actually got this team together that we're seeing this season, and we had people like Lacazette, we had people like Elneny, we had people like Tini, Mustafi at the back and all of that. What was the game plan? The game plan and the tactic was get the ball to Tini, and Tini goes out wide and tries to whip crosses into the likes of Aubameyang and Lacazette, and at times it worked and a lot of the times it didn't work. And now we're seeing more fluid football. We're seeing more of these philosophy in football, but a lot of the times, I'm not gonna lie, even that's going to have to change. It's a lot of meaningless possession that he plays a lot of the times. And I get it, ball retention is important, but possession has to be with a purpose. Otherwise, when you check it, it kind of, that's where sometimes you kind of expose yourself to some sort of lack of concentration or lack or error because you're in possession so much, but all you're doing is just a lot of, sideways passing, a lot of backwards passing. Arsenal do a lot of sideways and backwards passing. I just don't enjoy seeing that. And I understand it's the build-up plays sequence and it's the build-up play element to our game. I understand all of that, but we need to be able to close the gap. Arteta has been in the in the dressing room of Man City. He needs to be able to, whatever has happened in Man City and or he saw happening at Man City, needs to bring that to the Emirates and into that changing room, into that training pitch, and close that gap in terms of, being that dynamic side, being that side that gets to 50-50 situations first, has that extra yard of pace, has that extra element of strength. Why is it that Pep is able to bring this level of fitness to his players and Arteta can't do it? It can't be an excuse where you're looking at the situation where it's not his players. Like this squad here, this starting 11 this season, most of the players are his players. You got who? You got Bukayo Saka, you got Gabriel Martinelli, you got Granit Xhaka. Yeah, you got Bukayo Saka one, Gabriel Martinelli two, Granit Xhaka three. That is not a player that Arteta bought. Those are the only ones in terms of that starting 11. Obviously, in terms of the Brighton game, you got Tini, which is another one that he inherited. But these are his players. And if he's targeting these particular players, is because he knows what level he needs to reach. If he's targeting these particular players, it's because he knows he needs to reach the level that fitness-wise City players demonstrate. Thomas Partey is his player. Thomas Partey is not a young player. He bought Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey should be able to perform at a level equal to, if not at times better than Rodri. Because Rodri wasn't the player that he is now when he was, where is it, Atletico he come from? But Pep's coached him to be that extra dynamic player, that extra, he gets players to a point where the players make everything look easy. Man City players, they make it look easy. Grealish is now starting to make things look easy. Grealish is now starting to make running down that wing look quite easy. Grealish is now starting to, get to that level. You have people like, bro, the majority of players that get through that squad, even whether they're in or out, you see them reach that level. I'm talking Leroy Sané's, I'm talking Cancelo's, I'm talking Kyle Walker's, I'm talking uh Ruben Diaz's, I'm talking, they all reach a certain level, which is above, it's like the elite level, which is above levels that they were playing for their previous clubs. Now Arteta knows what that requires because he's been part of it. He's been Pep Guardiola's number one assistant for a period of years. So it's like, raw. What? Why haven't you been able to get someone like Ben White to that level? You scouted Ben White. Why isn't Ben White reaching the levels that we see Pep Guardiola's fullbacks reaching? Why isn't Ben White working towards a Kyle Walker level? I for a hot second, I thought that that's what was happening, but he looked so tired in these last 10 games. He looked so jaded, and it's when we most need it. Make no mistake, he is not Mikel Arteta is not. He's not. He's not oblivious to how a business end of a season looks like. Yes, he hasn't been at the helm at the business end of the season, but he's been a number two at the business end of a season. Incredible campaigns, fighting against Liverpool, going toe to toe all the way to the end against Liverpool. He's seen what it takes. He's seen what happens in the dressing room when a team such as Man City go for a 14, 15, 16 game winning streak. How is it that in the last 7 critical games of the season, we've only won twice with the majority of his players? Another thing I want him to learn from, another thing I want him to going into next season, adjust and make sure he has full clarity, he comes out with full clarity on, is telling us exactly what the target is for the season. Because I feel like this is what's led to so much disappointment and so much uh such a indifference in terms of how fans feel, how they should feel. A lot of fans is like failure, you bottled it, we bottled it. A lot of fans are like, no, be proud of them because they reached the Champions League. If you had told us, Mikel Arteta, if you at the beginning of the season, during preseason, come out clearly and tell us clearly what the season target is, right? And what exactly we are trying to achieve. And if we go better than what we're trying to achieve, then it's been a fantastic season. But this is the non-negotiable in terms of the season's target. But Mikel Arteta and the club, they hide that from us, and they speak in unclear. Oh, we see how it goes. We're gonna try to win every game. Of course, you're gonna try to win every game. That comes that that's you need to be clear and tell us what the target is for the season. And a lot of people hearing this are gonna be like, well, it's obviously that he would say that, or you would say that it's winning the league. But is it winning the league? What was our target this season? Our target this season was 100% to win the Champions League. But was our target to win the not win the Champions League, get in the Champions League? But was it getting the Champions League and win a cup? I don't know. Mikel Arteta needs to next season come out and be more clear about what the season's target is. If it's to go to the round of 16 in the Champions League and win a domestic cup, then say it. If it's to go for the league again, then say it. Because I'm telling you right now, this is the reason why fans will be in turmoil right now. They don't know whether to stick or twist. Champions League, yeah, and it is an achievement. But it's probably an achievement that we're looking at it as an achievement now. However, if we go into next season and don't do the right things that reflect this achievement, which is to buy the right players to take on and beat teams and be a serious team in the Champions League and not just be there to make up the numbers, then it's one of them backbiting achievements. So he needs to be more clear and say, look, I believe we're going to have a summer of recruitment where we're going to try to, close the gap. We're going to try to at least bridge the gap as much as we can, and we're going to try to essentially look at if we can put together a title winning team and try to go for the title again. We will try to learn everything that we've learned from the past season and use all of that to be able to embrace this season and go for it full tilt, no BS. Let's go. And that is the season. And if we fail, then we fail. If and we reflect on why, and we look at the reasons why, and we dissect everything and we break it all down. But if we achieve it, you guys know exactly where the benchmark is and what it is. And the target should be to win the league. But he has to come out and say that now. There needs to be a clear direction from the top all the way down, club level, all the way down to the fans. There needs to be an alignment on what the target is so we know exactly what it is and we can stay on that, because these are the things that will help mentality, people. Make no mistake about it. These are the things that will help the mentality. From the offset, we know we are going into this into the season because we want to win the league from the offset. Mikel Arteta needs to be more clear with the fans. He needs to be more clear with the media about what the target of the season is. He needs to be more clear about tactics. He needs to learn from this season, not be so stringent, not be so pragmatic, not be so rigid in his tactical approach. You can't carry the same starting 11 from game 1 to game 36 game. It's not going to happen. And the same approach to every single game, the same tactical approach becomes too predictable. After a certain period, it's just way too predictable. Get the ball to Teeny run down the wing before he had his players. Now that he's got his players, ball retention, ball retention, ball retention. Yeah, sometimes we can, if Martin Odegaard is having a good season, if Martin Odegaard is having a good game, then we're gonna get some change, and he's gonna get a slice ball. He's gonna make a fantastic pass, or and we're on our game. But what happens when that doesn't happen? What happens when Martin Odegaard is having an off season and he's our creator in chief? He's our, what? Who is gonna make the change, or who's gonna make the difference, or who's gonna be the difference? You need to instill that difference. You need to initiate that difference. Mikel Arteta is gonna have to stop favoritism. That's another thing he's gonna have to change. That's another thing he's gonna have to. I don't know why it is that he has special uh favoritism and for players more than others. And it's like, bro, it almost comes across as favoritism if it's not favoritism. Playing Bukayo Saka week in, week out, when you know the boy needs a break. I understand he's a key player for you. I get it. But he's a human being, a young boy who's taken so much on his plate. He's taken so much throughout the last few years. Carry the team on his back. Started the season fantastically well. Yes, scoring loads of goals, double figures, all of that. But he's now also got the pressure of playing for England and being a key player for England. He's also got that pressure on his plate now. He's gone through burnout, and he's trying to make it not look like he's going through burnout. And you continuously play them, Mikel, continuously playing the boy to the point where you don't really see any output from him in these last 10 games. In these last 10 games, it all started from that penalty miss at West Ham. Was it West Ham? You're just not seeing change from Saka anymore because it's reached a point where he's just burned out. With all of the title pressure business going on, all of the title pressure conversations, the boy's burned out. So you should have sat him out a long time ago. You should have given him 3-game break. Only really if we needed him, he comes on. But you did that once. You benched him once for a game that he eventually came on and had to play a good 30, 25 minutes or wherever it was. Choosing to play Thomas Partey so much to it's dead smack in your face, Mikel, that Thomas Partey needs to be dropped because he's playing that poor. Why did you buy Jorginho? We heard you loved him and you wanted him for a few seasons, and you've always wanted to work with him. So then you bench him and you keep him benched for a game at Liverpool, for a game a game of that magnitude, and you decide to bring on other players who it just made zero sense. You want to bring in Fabio Vieiras of this world and Kiviors of this world when you need to bring in a calm head, a calm. I'm telling you, lot, let me tell you lot something. You see this game here against Brighton. If it wasn't for uh Jorginho in the first half, yeah, having the ball retention that he has, buying those fouls that he bought, watch the game back, you lot. We would have conceded much earlier. Brighton would have got through us much earlier than they did before the 37th minute or whatever it was. I'm telling you lot right now, if it wasn't for Jorginho being able to buy fouls the way he buys them and have the ball retention skills that he showed in the first half, and he was poor. He was not. He was. I'm not saying he was standout player. For me, the best player. I don't even know the best player for Arsenal. For me, I have to say maybe Teeny. But I'm telling you, though, be more flexible, Mikel. For next year, please be more flexible. It is criminal that you didn't bring on Jorginho to calm down the tempers, the tensions of those young players at Liverpool. Criminal. Next season, we cannot accept heavy defeats. You cannot suffer heavy defeats at home at the Emirates. 4-0, 3-0, this has got to stop. If we want to be the club that we once used to be, the club that we should be, there is no way. Ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. We could be accepting to lose like 3-0 against Brighton. I don't care how sick Brighton is. I don't care how sick Brentford is. I don't care how sick Aston Villa is. When they come to the Emirates, Mikel, next year, you make that place a fortress, bro. I want to see more flexibility from him. If there's a direct error that a player makes next season, drop him. Next game, drop him. Players will have to take more accountability for silly mistakes and silly errors, bro. Mikel, you said you want to be more ruthless. These are your words. These are his words. He said it himself. He wants to be more ruthless. He needs to learn from Pep as well. All of the mind games that Pep Guardiola has been playing over these last 10 games, coming on press conferences and talking about how Arsenal this and da 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 da, Arsenal that, and the reporters. Oh my days, the English media, the English press is I can't stand. So Pep, yeah, so Arsenal very good, ain't they? They do you feel bro? And the way how he's answering them, I think this is what a lot of Arsenal players, especially young players, they looked at these press conferences, they looked at what Pep's got to say because maybe the videos, the thumbnails came up on their feed or whatever it was, yeah. They definitely saw all of the things, they see all of the things that the average person like me and you see, okay? And it's creating pressure because Pep knows exactly what he's saying and what he's doing with the words that he's using. And then when it's Mikel Arteta, it's just like, oh, I love City very much. I have so much respect. I love Pep Guardiola so much. I love. He loves everyone. Next year, I don't want to see you loving everyone. Respect to what he's doing, respect to his thing. I respect his CV, but we're gonna go there and I believe we can win. Because I built a team that understand. You be going there to win. You said you wanted to be ruthless, right? The season's done. We come second. It is where it is. I don't even want to think about the season no more. It's long, bro. Keep the memories, of course. Great, great wins for me. That Bournemouth win where Saliba scored. That was one of the best games for me. Chelsea game here a couple weeks ago. Tottenham away. That was a brilliant away performance. Newcastle, that was a brilliant away performance only a week ago. What else? The Bournemouth game at home, of course, that last minute winner. last second winner by Reece Nelson. Like great memories. But for me, the season's done now. We're done. And I'm not ranting for Mikel out and whatnots and this like because I just know I don't want to waste my time on that. I don't want to waste my energy on that. These owners are not going to get rid of Mikel, not for this season, not for this summer, probably not for next summer and the summer after that and the summer after that. Because to them, to the Cronkies, Mikel is everything they wished for after Wenger. In a sense that working relations are good. He's somebody who is ambitious, and they need somebody to manage Arsenal and show that they're ambitious because we would demand that of the manager and the club. However, he's very flexible when it comes to the financial aspect of things. If I can't get a Caicedo, cool, I'll settle for Jorginho, and that's okay. That needs to change as well. And I actually wrote that as one of my sort of bullet points. Not settle for crap in the transfer window. You cannot, Mikel, allow the same thing to happen this summer. Your top targets need to be reachable, achievable targets, hence why they are top primary targets. And you need to do everything with Edu, with Garlic, whoever, Tim Lewis, whoever runs the recruitment aspect of it, and get the targets, bro. If we want Declan Rice and if we are making inquiries, making phone calls, doing all of the mad stuff, bro, get it done. Look how City bought Haaland. It wasn't even there was so much buzz about everything. He's going Real Madrid, he's going Bayern Munich, he's going City, he's going here, he's going there. When City got real and they got active, bro, they went in there, bang, bang, 1, 2, 3, signed, sealed, 60 million. What? That's what it is. That's what it takes. Do not accept crap. If we want, I don't know, let me see. We want Ivan Tony. Bro, if we want Ivan Tony, Mikel, please bring this man into our club. Bring this man into the squad. And do not settle for no B-Tech Ivan Tony, for no. We need to get Ivan Tony. We need to get Declan Rice. And, you know, this is this is something actually ties into one of the good things I like about Mikel is that as opposed to someone like Wenger, for example, at least Wenger in his final years at Arsenal, yeah, started going for these short technical players who have low center of gravity, all of that jazz, and they I don't know, they are great when it comes to the football aspect of it, but we know that the Premier League requires more. We know that the Premier League, you need more. Yeah, Premier League, you need fighters, you need big players with physical presence, you need big players that are able to, battle it out first and foremost, and then play football. Okay, or battle it out with elements of football and skill. When you check it and deep it, Arsenal, our glory years, our glory days, the glory we've experienced has never come from this fluid tiki taka. It's always been robust, rugged teams going at it, toe for toe, nose for nose, still for still, whatever you want to call it, and get into the finish line. Your Tony Adams, even players that were silky, they still had physical presence about them. Robert Perez, Sylvain Wiltord, um, they the there has to be a return to that. And when I said this is one of the things that I do like about Mikel Arteta is that he understands that you need this type of player in the Premier League. So when you look at players like Saliba, when you look at players like Gabriel, when you look at players like Party, these are big physical presence players. But we need more in that. We need more than that. We need to be able to have that at the center forward scene, like at the centre forward stage. We need a big, tall, commanding presence, someone who can be a target man, someone can be, a player that is able to hold up the ball. And I see none other or no better than Ivan Toney at this particular point, at this particular stage where we find ourselves. Because he's Premier League proven, because he won't cost, hundreds of millions of pounds, and because he will literally provide what we need. His player profile is what we need. That's one of the things that, for me, Mikel Arteta, he's trying to fill the team with, but then again, you still kind of see him going for the low, short center of gravity players, and those are important as well. Make no mistake, of course they are. But I just feel as though a lot of times, when you look at Martin Odegaard and you look at Kevin De Bruyne, that kind of explains what I mean. They both have this a similar skill set, which is a very good. They're different, completely different players in their own right, but they attacking midfielders who know how to dribble and whatnots. But when you look at the physicality aspect of it, Martin Odegaard is not levels with Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne is bigger, he's bulkier, he's got a bit more about him, and he's able to kind of withstand and have more output in the Premier League. The success and a lot of the good things that a player like Gabriel does, is because of his physicality, is because he's able to dominate and have a bit more power than average strikers, in the Premier League, like Watkins, like Ings and whatnots. And a lot of the times you see that's the clear difference in terms of domination. And I think midfield and striking positions are critically important for that. You need to have big commanding players that are able to bring the fight aspect of things, bring the football aspect of things, and get to the finish line, get to the bottom line. We should have had at least 10 more goals in this season in terms of corners and headers. But we've got no player for that. We've got our defenders who are going to do it here and there. And most of the season, it's been them that's done it. I understand Gabriel Jesus, used to get in a back stick a lot of the times and tuck them in. But that was like, what, for a few games, 3 games he did that. And it was all in the beginning of the season. This second part of the season, this second business end of the season, he just completely stopped doing that, getting in the back post and trying to header a ball in from a corner from someone who, do you understand? It's gone out the window. He needs a big striker. I've already mentioned that. He needs to not accept heavy defeats. I've already mentioned that. He needs to work on the mentality as well. Mikel Arteta needs to work on the Arsenal mentality, because this Sunday was the evidence that we all needed, that the mentality is still there. Arsenal still has an element of soft underbelly, and I don't think you can't say it's a squad thing. You can't even say it's a manager thing, but it's a thing that I do believe the manager is going to have to address, because the manager is the bridge between first team, the squad, and then obviously the hierarchy, the board and whatnot. And I do believe that it is achievable for you to have top mentality or become a mentality monster, even though your hierarchy, your board, and your owners are maybe not at the most exact sort of synchronization. They're not mentality monsters in a sense. And the example I can use with that is with Sir Alex Ferguson. Sir Alex Ferguson was somebody who you can kind of tell that the Glazers, they and it's evident to right up to this day, it looks like they're imminently about to sell Manchester United. But what I'm trying to say is that you can kind of tell that they've never really been involved in terms of true ambition for Manchester United, for that club. But when they had Sir Alex Ferguson at the helm, he always maintained the standards, and he always got through to them and bridged the gap with them in such a way where he kind of knew how to extract just the amount required in order for them to remain a top side and remain a great side, and for him to evolve his teams. If he wanted a Van Persie because he needed a Van Persie because he knew Van Persie would close the gap or bridge the gap, maybe the Glazers wouldn't go out their way to give the money, but because also Alex Ferguson and his approach to them with that level of request, he'll be able to make it happen. I think Arteta needs to be able to develop that. He needs to be able to get to the Cronkies and say, look, I get it. I'm not asking you to pump 200 million into transfers or whatever, because you're not going to do that. And let's not beat around the bush. Let's not make no mistake. The Cronkies have put money into the club over the last few years in terms of transfers. They are becoming a bit more lenient. They are becoming a bit more loose when it comes to putting money through, because they've got more ownership of the club, and evidently and essentially it's all going to fall on them if we continue to not achieve top success that we want to. But yeah, he's literally got to get to a point where he says, right, okay, cool, squad, team, first team, academy, you lot, I'm the benchmark. He needs to not become the new Wenger in a sense, but he needs to work on getting to that Pep Guardiola level of mentality where he's not going to accept no BS. Players will get held accountable. Yeah. Stop saying you love them more than you loved them previously when they were winning, when they've just suffered a defeat. I don't think that's the right message that should be going out to players when they see your press conference and you're telling them you love them more. Oh, bruv, he loves me more. Bruv, it's calm. I'm chilling, bro. You know what? He loves me more. Family ain't even that deep. We're gonna try to do our thing next game, but in case we lose, he's gonna love us even more. So guess what? And I know Mikel Arteta, of course, in the heat of the moment with the emotion and things and whatnot, he gets onto his players, and we've seen it in terms of the all or nothing and video and evidence and stuff like that. I get that. However, bro, a lot of the times internally, the players know it's internally. They can kind of get over that. They need to be a bit more public scrutinized. The public needs to also know that you are scrutinizing these players from every angle. It's not about how you feel, or let me say this in your ear. Listen, he needs to do. You've done it with Pepe one time. He was so quick to criticize Pepe. Do you not remember that game that Pepe had, and he had a poor performance, and I think he let a penalty go away or something like that, gave a penalty, and the way how he criticized Pepe, and everyone was saying you don't criticize. Everyone was criticizing him afterwards, saying he doesn't criticize other players in the same way. So why is Pepe getting a mad press conference, public, negative criticism, and other players don't get that? Call out the players in post-match press conferences that have played poorly. Below par performances shouldn't be received with, oh, I love you more than I loved you the last time, because they've shown me, me and the players and me and the club have gone through such a journey that I found out more about them or whatnot. These last 10 games, these last 7 games, you have found out a lot about your squad, but probably things you already knew, because we did it last season. There's a soft underbelly there. Stop making them smile so much in training. Stop making them training needs to be taken more serious. Or if it is being taken more serious, that's not what I see when I'm looking at the website and I'm looking at training videos. I see it just being, arrive at work, yeah, training, let's all have a jolly time. Yeah, there's time to be jolly. But bro, when the cameras are out, we need to transmit the right level. We need to transmit the right message to the fans that we're serious, bro, in our approach to training. Yeah. I want to see man sweating and all of these things, but instead I see people tucking in socks and tucking in gloves and jolly walking together, and like, bro, come on, man. And I'm not saying you can't enjoy your job. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying a lot of the times when you want teams that you're going up against, and you want you want to instill that fear factor, and that's by being serious, not by joking around and laughing around. Mikel, you need to cut that out a little bit more. You need to just bring it down a little bit more. Listen, let me talk about some of the good things that I like about Mikel, because it's all, there are things that ultimately we as a club, we as a squad have progressed. No matter how much I can sit here and say that it's still not acceptable in terms of overall, uh the failure of last year and the year before and the failure of this year is just not acceptable for a club of our standing, of our stature. But it's what we have. It's really what we have. It's either we support this club because we are supporters of this club and rightfully criticize 100% and demand. However, when it comes to focusing or putting too much energy on unrealistic things, or when it comes to uh you know just rubbing salt in the wounds, I don't really see the the good in that. I don't really see the positivity in that. I'm not really somebody who likes to put too much energy into rubbing salt in the wounds. They Mikel Arteta and Edu and the hierarchy, they've created a blanket excuse, which is the boys are young. This is a young team, man. Look, we nearly won the league. You think the Cronkies are gonna let go of Edu and Arteta? After, like, it's just not going to happen. So I'm not going to waste my energy. Oh, he needs to go out now. He needs to go out. I believe, for me, realistically, in terms of if he does the things that he's supposed to do, because he's working for Arsenal, then he needs to first and foremost set out the right target, or the target that for the season. And if we don't achieve it, that's it. You've had a clear contract run of 4+ years where you've got us thus far. However, it's now time for somebody more elite to be able to, bring us back to the mentality levels that we need, bro. And there's managers out there that can do that. Like, I don't like club first always, club first always. Players, manager, and all of that comes after. Yeah, some of the good look. We've achieved top four. Okay, so we're in the Champions League. But I'll be honest with you, lot. Right now, I'm fearful of the Champions League because we will be embarrassed, just like 2012 or 13 or wherever it was since we last was there. We're just gonna go in there to be embarrassed. Are we just going into the Champions League to be embarrassed? Players that have played Champions League, I don't know. I see, like, the way how I see Arsenal crumbling against big teams, and that 2-2 against Liverpool at Anfield, it was a crumble because we were winning 2-0. We could have did our utmost to be able to come out with the 3 points. We could have either continued scoring, or we could have just shut down shop. That was a decision that Arteta needed to make, and he made neither. Didn't change a thing. He did not change a thing. If we go into the Champions League with this squad and this level of mentality and everything else, bro, yo, might see Bayern Munich's 5-1 deja vu business coming back. We don't want to experience that. So please, you've got us into the Champions League now. We're good. We're all right. We're going to play Tuesdays, Wednesdays, football on Saturdays. Fantastic. Well done, Mikel Arteta. That's the minimum. Shouldn't put too much into that. Great. However, we need to very quickly move forward from that because we should have been in the Champions League anyway. We should have been in the Champions League just through league playing and making sure that we achieved top four when it was achievable many, many seasons. We didn't end up doing it because we bottled it. We should achieve the Champions League through the Europa League many seasons, including the final against Chelsea with Unai Emery, that we bottled it. We could achieve the Champions League with Mikel Arteta losing at the Emirates, unacceptable defeats with what was the team? I don't even know, during COVID times and whatnot. Like, it's mad, bro. Cool, but we're in it now. Let's go. Get Stan Kroenke, Josh Kroenke to London and have a eye-to-eye convo with them and tell them, listen, I need these players here. Yeah. And get a comprehensive list of players that are ready made. No more kids. No more kids. Ibs, what go, my boy? No more kids, bro. Man needs to go for some top players this summer, bro. No more children, bro. Man's not in the Champions League to create embarrassments, because that's what's gonna happen with this squad here. Man will go into the Champions League and get embarrassed. This is not 2013. This is not too far. Like, that can't happen again. But he's got us into the Champions League. Cool. Another thing I like about him is that he understands the importance of buying these big players. Man wants players with a presence. Man wants players that man wants. Yo, man needs a top striker. Please get Ivan Toney into the Emirates. That is a must happen. We need a player like Ivan Toney. We need a striker like Ivan Toney for the Champions League. Man said it's because it's me, you won't talk much. Bro, please tell me you support Man City. Because if you don't support Man City, Ibs, you can't talk anyway. Do you get where I'm coming from? But you, man, need to pattern up. What do we need to pattern up? If you're not Man City, you need to pattern up way more than what we need to pattern up, you know. Talk to me right now. Please tell me your club, Ibs, right now. Write it down in the next comment. Because if it's not Man City, my boy, thank you for the comments, but please don't chat to me this season. I've already said it many times. Anyone and everyone below me cannot chat to me. Man said Bucks don't do this. Don't do what? If you're not Man City, you don't do this. Chelsea, hey! Yeah, Ibs, Chelsea. You know what's so mad? I was at the Emirates, you know. I saw your Chelsea team live, my bro. And let me tell you lot something. You man are gonna need voodoo to get all of those boys synchronized and playing like a team. Because what I saw with my own two eyes, did you this season have you watched your team play live with your own two eyes? Have you been to Stamford Bridge, bro? They're fucking clueless, bro. They looked clueless in terms of how to play as a team. Man's chatted to me, a man Chelsea. Hey, man did the double on you. Like, what's wrong with you, bro? Man said, "But you know my thing." Man did the double on you, lot, Ibs. The double. How could you chat to me? Eh? Man's playing football at Stamford Bridge faster than you lot could keep up with. Come on, my boy. You man, listen, yo. And let me tell you lot something right now, yeah. You're here talking about. Remember next season, you lot are in no Europe competition, you know, because you lot are gonna. Where are you lot? You lot are what? 12th, 13th, 14th. Where are you lot? 11th. So you're 11th, Ibs, yeah. Don't forget next season, Aki. Yeah, bro, you man are little. Next season, yeah. Make sure you win the league, you know, because you only have the Premier League to focus on, bro. Yeah. Man's Chelsea. Man wants to chat to me. Chelsea fan. You got. I listen. Chelsea fans. Man United fans are the most shameless people I've ever met in my life. Bucky, let's have a discourse, bro. A discourse. What's that, bro? What's a discourse? What's a discourse, my nigga? I don't know what that is, Aki. What you mean, like a fucking what? You want to connect on the YouTube or something? What? Chat to me. Oh, chat on the stream. Yeah, man can do it when you're ready. What you ready right now? When you're ready, bro. Let me know, family. When you're ready, let me know, bro. Man's next season, man. Against okay. Next season? No, not even pre-season. Send me the link. Not next season. Fucking. I need to see the. I need to see. Obviously, man's got to wait for the schedules and that for next season's games, but I might do a fucking Chelsea preview or something if you're on it. The link. How do I send you the link, blood? I don't even know how to use this thing. You know what? Send you the link now. Yeah, I'm on Twitter, but I don't really mess with the Twitter like that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't really mess with the Twitter like that. How can I send it to you though? I got the link. Where do you want me to send it to you? Where do you want me to send it to you? I don't know. Where do you want me to send it to you, my boy? Invite. Send the link. Bro, man, just getting used to this thing here. You know, man's not. You get me? Man's not no expert, no professional in this thing here. Um, I gotta DM you on TikTok or YouTube. I gotta DM you on TikTok or YouTube. Have I got you on TikTok, Ibs? Have I got you on TikTok? TikTok? the, Matthew Lee Benjamin. If you watch the first half back, you will see why Jorginho deserves a 5. He won the ball back a lot, but people on these platforms are saying it's his fault. I gave Jorginho a 5 though, Matthew. I gave him a 5. I swear my player ratings. Did I give him I gave Jorginho a 5. Did I? Yeah, I did. I said Jacques a 4 and I said Jorginho 5. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I remember saying that, man. Even in this live here, I'm gonna have to write this too. Even in this live, I was all saying if it wasn't for Jorginho, man would have got slapped way quicker in that first half. Brighton would have slapped, man. They would have slapped, man, quick. Jorginho's ball retention and the way how Jorginho knows how to buy a foul, I swear to God, bro. And that's you lot needed, Ibs. I don't know why you lot was so quick to let go of Jorginho, because I tell you what, as much as I like Enzo, and Enzo, he used to play for Benfica, which is my Portuguese team. So I knew Enzo probably before you knew Enzo. Yeah. He's very tidy with the ball and whatnots, but he ain't it yet. You see them triangular balls and them, he's not the guy yet. You're gonna have to give him a good 2 seasons to acclimatize to the whole Prem aspect of things, but you shouldn't have let go of Jorginho like that, man. Arteta's just a joke. This is why I'm making a video today about Arteta and the things that he needs to learn and he needs to change, bro. Big man thing. This live, I'm going on this live because I want this man to change from these things. Like, you didn't bring on Jorginho, Liverpool 2-2. Are you mad? Are you mad, Arteta? What? Why did you buy him? Oh, I wanted him for many years. Oh, he was great. I've been chasing him since before Chelsea. And you don't bring him on, bro. His stubbornness and his lack of experience just lost man the title, bro. Mel could have actually won. Mel could have bought the title. And Ibs, you're a pagan because you should be rooting for Arsenal to win the title. Mel would have bought the title back to London. What, you want the title to stay in Manchester forever? Is that what you want? You're happy. You're actually happy that the title's in Manchester. Where's my TikTok? Man said TikTok. Where's my TikTok? Let me see if I can invite this guy. You said I've got you on TikTok. Nah, I ain't got you on TikTok, bro. You see TikTok, yeah? It's actually a mad place, bro. You just see all sorts of madness, you hear all sorts of craziness. Let me see this TikTok. Where's Ibs now? Alright, boom. Ibs, there you are. Message. Yeah, I sent you the link. I sent you the link, bro. On YouTube. How the hell do I find you on YouTube, bro? How am I gonna find you on the YouTube? Wait, I swear. Wait, hold on. Can't I just private message you? Wait, where's the message thing? There you are.
Yo, Bucks, I'm air.
My J, what gone?
What God, my family?
What gone? Where you been, bro? Where you been hiding? I ain't seen you in years, Ibs. When was the last time I saw you, bro?
It's been a long time, my bro. It's been
Bro,
a long time, cuz.
I swear. Wait, we're in 2023.
Yeah,
I've all had a youth. My
yeah,
youth's 2 years old, so
yeah,
I know I ain't seen you in a good
yeah.
4,
It's
5
been years,
years.
mate. It's been fucking years, bro.
Are you still in London?
Nah,
You're not in London. That's why.
nah.
Where
I'm
you at,
out.
bro?
I'm up north, mate.
How north are we
Yorkshire,
talking? Where?
Leeds, Manchester.
Oh, Leeds. Oh, that's calm.
You
Yeah,
get
man knows
me?
the Leeds
I'm
side.
up
Man
them
knows up
sides
there.
there still.
Bro, I was in Leeds. What? Where are we? We're in May. I was in Leeds like February. You know.
Oh yeah.
I was over there still. I went to go and check someone I know still that lives over
Hey,
there.
listen, hey, man, like Bucks, you know. Hey, listen, hey, first and foremost, I rate your thing. Please carry on your thing, please, my
What's that,
bro.
bro? My YouTube,
What you're doing, bro?
bro.
Please
That's thank you, my
carry
brother.
the fuck on.
Should
Do
I?
not
Should I?
stop.
For real?
What? If you stop, I'll be pissed.
Bad people are
If you stop,
knocking
I'll
it
be
though, bro.
pissed.
Bad people are knocking it, Ibs, man.
What do you mean knocking it?
Like bad people are like, nah, bro. That's all long. But you know what? I do it. Do you know
Fox,
what it is? Yeah, I
you
do it
like
because
it.
I enjoy it, fam.
Exactly, Bucky. Carry on, bro.
You get
Carry
me, my
on.
bro?
Carry
Like
on. Don't stop. Don't
when I'm
stop,
at my
bro.
house, before I started my YouTube, Ibs, yeah. When I'm in my house, yeah, most of the time I'm on YouTube. And I've always had this thing where I'm like, bro, I want to make the content that I actually, you get where I'm coming from?
Don't
And
stop,
obviously, it
bro.
just got to the point where I said, you know what, fuck it, you got to start. So I started now, but then bare people, obviously, majority of people, a good 70% or whatever, yeah, big up your thing. They give man the props, but bare people are like, oh, bro, nah, bro, do you know what? Man just has to shut them people out. And you see people like
Yeah,
me,
obviously, yeah, because come on, man, they're not helping your thing right now, are they? Come on,
you
look at
understand?
you, you're out there doing your thing. Hey, carry on, bro. Carry
Come on,
on,
my
bro.
bro.
I'm
That's
loving
love,
the
man. I
content, low
appreciate that,
key. I
bro.
see you coming out of games and shit, thinking, yep, this is it. This
You
is the guy.
understand? Next season, you're gonna see that much more. You
Yeah.
see, like right now, this is just, you understand, early days and that. From
Mm.
next season, man's gonna try to proper formulate the thing, Ibs. You
I
get me?
see you, my
Man's
boy. I
gonna try
see
to
you, bro.
structure the thing, bring more people involved. I'm just getting used to StreamYard and that. You get me? And things like that, bro.
Yeah,
You're the
yeah,
first
yeah.
person I've actually sent a link to and invited and
Okay.
all of that, bro.
You know, more time, yeah. You're gonna do it through Twitter.
Okay, so that's how the
Yeah, I
man.
don't know how they do it, car. You see me, yeah, they send me the link because obviously I'm on like Chelsea streams and it. So they send me the link through
Okay.
Twitter. So I've had to reconnect my Twitter and get the link from there. And then obviously, you feel me, join through there. So that's how I'm been joining. So I was thinking, right, Bucky, you're on the stream last you should send me that through Twitter, fam. You get
Do you know
me?
why? Do you know why as well, bro? Because more time, yeah. I'm thinking to myself, wait, hold on. I know the Twitter thing is mad connected to this thing, you know. And so what I do, I've got Twitter, but the only thing I do, Ibs, is literally just when I upload on YouTube, I upload the same thing on Twitter and I just leave it there. But even
Okay.
just yesterday, my brother was like, bro, you need to tweet more. You need to get more active. You get me? Because
Exactly. The
yeah,
Twitter
bro.
thing, bro. The
Everyone that's
Twitter thing,
floating
bro.
between YouTube and that's what it is. It's YouTube, TikTok,
YouTube,
and
TikTok, Twitter.
the
Twitter
Twitter.
is where the Mazar is. And then
Mm.
obviously YouTube is where they'll air it out. TikTok is just another sector. So boy, you're in. Hey, Bucky, carry on, bro.
My bro, man, I'm trying, man. You get me?
How are you
Bro,
feeling, bro? How are you feeling, bro?
bro, I'm calm. You get me? I'm all right, fam. In terms of this, like, man's calm. I like doing this in my spare time. This is literally when I'm not working. I've come from
Obviously,
work. I'm at home.
yeah.
I'm
Come on,
chilling. You get me? I've
come
got
on,
the time for it. Other
come on,
than that, it's calm, bro. Life is calm, personal on a personal aspect of things.
come on.
Football wise, you know, Ibs, you get me? You're living it with me in terms of what's been going on this season. And it's been, bro,
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
bro. It's been,
You know what? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, because you know, man, bag of you, man, are Arsenal fans. You know, so
we dominate
it's
the
it's the
online
love
waves, bro.
it's the love for you, man. That way we see it's like, all right, cool. Let Arsenal do something in it. And it's been a while,
Yeah.
innit? It's been a minute. But you see your fans.
I know,
Yeah,
fam. I know, I
Bucky.
know, I know. Watch my. Do you know what, yeah, Ibs? Yeah, watch my videos, bro. But you see me, I'm very. How can I say? Like, man's balanced with it. You get me? I'm not one of
Oh,
these crazy
your fans,
touristy type of
Bucky.
fans, and I'm not no. I'm not a hard
Even
liner. I'm not,
yesterday, I saw someone said Eden Hazard can never lace the boots of Gabriel Martinelli.
bro. Yeah, you
I
see,
said,
yeah.
you see, when you see comments
When
like
you
that, you
see
think,
comments like that, I
why?
know it just sets the man
Why,
backwards. I
bro?
know.
Why,
That's why you
bro?
got
Eden
bare
Hazard.
non-Arsenal
Is it because
YouTubers
in
that
Real
just
Madrid
hate
he's
us, bro.
nothing? Is it because in Real Madrid he's nothing? No. Let's give this guy his props, man.
Nah,
Eden
man.
Hazard. Later, I bet they'll say, yeah, if Salah leaves the Premier League and Saka is killing it, they'll say Salah can never lace the boots of Saka. You know those
Yeah,
type of tropes, you know.
no,
So
it's ridiculous.
all those comments just made me feel, you know what, you man,
Yeah, no,
nah,
it's
man.
fucked up. It's fucked up. It's the fans, bro. It's the fans. The fan base is fucked. The fan base is fucked. I'll keep it real. Obviously, you
Other
got
than
man
that,
them.
though, yeah,
You got you got Manham that obviously you get me. Manham will keep it real. Manham will, but the majority of the fan base, and it's not just Arsenal, bro. It's Man United fan base and elements of Chelsea as well. It's just these fan bases, bro. You get me. You know what it is, bro. Man's the previous glory sides and man's the previous giants, and then you
Mm.
get these gazy fans, bro, that just want to just come into the thing when the club is not what it used to be, and then they just blur the lines, fam. Blur
They
the lines,
blur
bro.
the lines, yeah,
Blur
100%.
the
Look,
lines, bro.
banter aside, innit? Like, to keep it 100%, you man did your thing. The only reason I believe you man messed up, could
Bro, we bottled
argue,
it, bro. We bottled it.
yeah, that's just for banter's sake. But if you objectively want to look into it, Bucks, yeah, objectively, yeah, you could argue maybe your signings in maybe
Jan.
January didn't help you. But was Saliba injured in January? So maybe that, in hindsight, maybe that could have been something you could look at. And I think you brought in that keyword guy. And I believe that the players were emotional. There's a lot of emotional attachment to it. I think over emotional and less professional about it.
It's an emotional side, bro. Emotional squad.
And
100%.
it's not their fault, you know. I don't believe it's you man's fault. Let me be objective in it and be balanced in it. I don't think it's you man are young, rude boy. And to go to where you man are, it's a mad thing. Obviously, Chelsea didn't turn up this year, Liverpool didn't turn up this year, Man United, meh, Tottenham, meh. You know what I mean? So you kind of had an easy pass to, you know, challenge City. But same way. Credit to you, man, innit, Carl? You man was knocking down those. Considering last year, I think you man are just gonna, you know, struggle to get to where you get to. You get me?
Yeah.
But you man have actually impressed, man. You feel me? So, like, it's been a positive on that aspect, and maybe you could argue that the fans as well. I mean, you guys, let's not keep it a buck in terms of fan engagement. Number one, Arsenal Fan TV, that I know, innit, and so that alone
100%.
adds its own element when you got personalities within the Arsenal fan base like Ty, like Robbie.
Ty,
You know, those guys mean so well. And you know, when you look at people like Ty, you just feel, you know what, people like this have been with the club. He's still got his Arsenal.
You have to respect him.
This guy needs to hold the trophy. When Saka's holding it, just let Ty hold it, because Ty deserves it. You know what I'm trying to say to you, bro? So you see things like that, and you feel, you know what, these man deserve it. Because I ain't gonna lie, when it was trenches mode, 2017 and that, when we were winning the league and you man were, you get me?
I was in the darkness.
It was darkness, bro.
Dark.
Everyone is logging onto YouTube. Yeah,
with no light at the end of the tunnel.
Listen, it was notify at 5 o'clock or whenever, at 6 o'clock for the last clock. AFTV outside the stadium. Come on, that was dark mode them times there. And look at you, man, now on the verge of winning the title, all that type of business. So we want that. That's elevation, bro. In life, you want that type of thing. So you're gonna forward it. But you 100%. See, when it's banter now, when it's real talk now, when Chelsea come involved, and it's like, no, on our demise, we can't let Arsenal win, by. We 100%. Can't. I couldn't let it do. Cause I was getting trash talk by Bucky. Oh fuck it, bro! I had to hold out, thinking, God, just give me one. Arsenal can't win it. Yeah. I mean, maybe I don't mind you man winning it, and I don't know, we come second and type B and we held it. You get me? But can't win it when man's on us.
When man's on, This
ain't no sense, bro. Man ain't in the races. So that's what I've got to say on that one. But boy, Bucky, bro, you man are under up, bro. Next season, you know, I don't know.
You think so though? You actually think Arteta can push on from here, bro?
Well, it depends. It depends.
You reckon
on the
he
players.
can actually get us to a title?
I mean, it depends on how hungry the players are. You've missed out on Europe. You missed out on Europe last year. Oh, sorry, you missed out on Champions League last year. So what? You are more hungrier to take that even further, to make sure you're going to get Champions League. You saw the league. Let's just be objective here. You were in control of your own destiny for this title. You were in control of your destiny. So you almost felt what it was like to be champions. Almost, you know, people calling you at the highest regard, the style of play. Everyone wants to emulate what Arsenal do. So the players vibed at that. Every highlight reels Saka and Odegaard. Every highlight reels Martinelli and Jesus. Xhaka's a new man. We got this new pairing with Saliba and Gabriel. Everything is just making sense for you, Bucky.
It was all making sense.
At this point in time,
it was all making sense.
At this moment in time, and Partey, at this moment in time, when you've seen the finish line and you've missed out on it, it can only make you hungrier. But it depends on the squad. It can deflate them. It can be like, oh my god, guys, we had our one chance, you know, like all the teams
and the manager, bro.
Madded up last this year. Like Chelsea went on it this year, Liverpool went on it this year, Russ Clark, Tottenham, all these men went on it this year. We were on it this year and we couldn't do it. What of next year? So that could be lingering in their mindset as well. But it's up to the manager to integrate that, bro. You man are top side. Like you man have reclaimed, your top, like, you know, when there was this debate a few years ago, there was a little bit of a debate of is Arsenal still top 6? Like, you man are now back up there in it.
Yeah, man's fully back in it. Man's in the Champions League.
There's no denying now. Now it's all about.
But are we gonna get to the City level? Are you not gonna get to the City level? Is Man United gonna get to? We can't let City win the title year in year out.
Okay,
What's going on?
So this is what I'm saying to you. Yeah, personally, I couldn't give a rat's ass about what City do. Why? Because in terms of like the fan base and what have you, it don't pain me if they win something big. Obviously, this Sunday we play them If they win, obviously, or even if they draw, I mean, they win the league. So obviously, in regards to that, I don't really. Man played them in the Champions League final, bro. Man beat them, everybody. Like,
so you want them to you be happy regardless if it's not.
It's you, man. But I don't want you like, bro. Bucky, we have to, in my opinion, we have to win another Premier League before you win one in it. That's what I would like. If we win another Premier League, say next year, by God's willing, I don't know if a miracle happens. I don't know, but if we win it next year, bro, the season after that, please win it. Because you know why? I'm satisfied. And what is it? The 2 Champions League? Man's won 2 Champions Leagues already. So before you get one, so bro. I just need,
I can't chat.
Yeah, I just need
humble.
I just need us to win a Premier League before you, man. I need Reece James and them man there to lift.
So you reckon? So before you're saying that? So my man's coming in, Pochettino. You reckon he can get you lot a Premier League?
No.
You don't reckon you can win the Premier League with Pochettino?
Not now.
Are you happy with that appointment? First and foremost.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Is it
100%? Yeah.
Tottenham.
That's not Tottenham. What's that got to do with
the I don't know, bro.
No. That's just me focusing on negatives and me allowing myself to attach myself to an irrelevant.
He's gonna get you lot playing football. Don't get me wrong.
He done well at Spurs. He's
gonna get you lot playing attacking.
Remember, he had 2 seasons without no transfer window. He had 2 seasons without any transfer window. I mean, and he still exceeded the expectations. If anything, that's a positive. I mean, his affiliation with Spurs, not like he won anything with Spurs. I mean, really, what am I losing?
That's the thing. Is he a winner?
Well,
he didn't win anything with PSG significant.
Well, he won the league in the second season, albeit I will granted, and people will argue when he went to the final, when he's been in semi-finals, he's not been. But boy, you learn in it, and I believe that these guys learn in it. Look at your boy. Arteta's won a trophy. He won a FA Cup in his first round.
I don't think Arteta can do it, bro. I don't think.
Why not? Why don't you think so?
Because when I'm, bro, this is the reason why I made.
They got to learn from somewhere, bro. You have to learn from somewhere, bro. You can't just keep getting those guys that's won it before. Someone has to win it for the first time, bro.
There's certain fundamental things.
Like Jurgen Klopp won the Bundesliga, but before he comes to Liverpool won it. He's got to win it. Someone's got to win it with you, bro. Someone's got
who Klopp.
Yeah, before you come to Liverpool, Liverpool ain't won all in 30 years, and then he's come and he's got him a league title. He's got a Champions League. I mean, you've got to start from somewhere. He ain't won Champions League.
You could always tell he was in a different level, bro. Right,
okay.
Right, all the way from Mainz. Look, you see, Mikel, there's certain fundamental things, not even about tactics. It's about you as a person. Like, you can't be too stubborn when you know it's a continuous mistake. That's not something you just, I'm going to learn not to be stubborn. I'm going to choose to be stubborn or choose not to. I'm going to change in a sense. But it's more about your approach, your humility. Bro, this guy, he knows. I can't keep playing Saka because he's tired. He's tired. Man, stubborn, keep playing Saka. You see, when you said earlier, the players, bro, you see, even though the players are young, I'm telling you, Ibs, there were certain critical mistakes that Mikel made this season in his last 10 games, that if he didn't make those critical mistakes, we could have been either winning the league or just toe-to-toe with Fiend, because we wouldn't have drawn against Southampton and wouldn't have drawn against...
What mistakes were they? What mistakes were they?
being stubborn, knowing a player is bang out of form, yeah, and
Mhm.
you don't change him. You only change him when you've had enough external pressure from the fan
Mhm.
base, and then you go and make the changes. We're
And who's
telling
that?
you, when it comes to defensive games like
Yeah,
Man City and that, you
yeah.
cannot play Zinchenko. Stop playing him. He's bro,
He's not that guy,
Zinchenko,
is he?
Zinchenko is the worst fullback
Defender. Yeah,
defensively
yeah,
in the league. With he's right up there with Trent Alexander-Arnold and whoever you want to throw in there.
yeah,
Ibs.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Stubborn, won't change him. Oh, we need an extra man in the midfield. We need to. Sometimes you need to have the right approach and the humble approach. Play teeny, hold the back line, make it compact. Let's absorb the pressure, and then we hit him on the counter.
What does he do with Zinchenko? He plays him invertedly, so he will come
plays
into the
inverted, and
midfield.
this
He
is what
now
I'm trying to
comes into
say.
the
So
midfield.
you understand
Then
what
you
I'm trying
have
to say?
that
So,
hole in the left, and who's that supposed to be for Martinelli to run up and
bro,
down just
I
in
don't know.
case?
I don't know if how many games. I don't know how many Arsenal games you watched or how much highlights. If you see the goals we conceded, bro, it was us getting exposed in that hole down the left.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was us. Liverpool 2-2. That Firmino goal. That 2-2. Do you remember? It was Zinchenko, bro. He got done. Yeah. And yo, so many goals we conceded through that, bro. Are you? What do you think this is? Do you think this is? Do you think this is this, bro? You can't be so arrogant like that. Not even Pep Guardiola's arrogant. Pep Guardiola spent the best half of the first half of the season experimenting, changing and whatnots. But he understands, okay, cool. We've reached the point now. I know more or less what's gonna work. Here we go. Now we go for it. This guy, this is what I said in the beginning of my life, you know, Ibs. He knows what it takes to have that mentality needed, to be humble, to be ruthless, knowing when to be those things, because he's been in that changing room. This guy was part of the setup, yeah, that took Liverpool all the way to what was it, 90 plus points and whatever it
Yeah,
was,
yeah,
and won the league, bro.
yeah.
He was Pep's number 2. So how is it that now he's at Arsenal and he's failed season 1, failed season, bro? We've come under Arteta, we've come 8th, 5th, and now 2nd. You know, he keeps failing at this business end because of, and the thing is, the
so you
failing
think
is always the same, bro.
there's a theme. There's a theme here.
Exactly. One, he's not taking us to that elite Man City Pep Guardiola
You
level of
can't
mentality.
get, bro. You ain't. Hey, let me keep it a buck. No one's gonna get there.
You don't
no
think so?
One.
You don't
no
think
one.
anyone
You
can
know
get
why?
there?
No, you know why? Because man ain't got the finances like them. Period. To get quality, I'm talking quality. We're talking best in class. Yeah, best in class.
Fair enough.
We're talking of Kyle Walker that can play, that can put Vinicius Jr. in his pocket, then go to Goodison Park and put the left winger in his pocket after, and still go and on Tuesday or Wednesday at the Etihad and play Real Madrid and probably put Vinicius in his pocket again. That is best in class for a team to let go of another best in class, in my opinion, in João Cancelo and not feel it. The quality is
not
there,
even
Bucky.
wimp
For you to attain that, Bucky, there's no Mendy, there's no Mendy, there's no Zinchenko, there's no Cancelo.
There's
Who
no
the
Jesus.
hell? It's only Ake playing at left back. It's only Haaland and Alvarez, bro. Best in class, knowing how to do it and having an elite coach, my bro. Bucky, we know this gaffer, bro. This gaffer has been killing it since we've been running around in our area.
Do you reckon they're gonna do it? Do you reckon they're gonna win the treble? The league is basically done. They're gonna
high.
Bro, you're not gonna beat Man City at the Etihad.
I don't think they will do the try. I think they will just miss out, and it will be probably either the Champions League or the FA Cup. One of those two. It's either those two.
You reckon, bro? I reckon they got it in the bag. You know, Ibs.
No. I think on the day, FA Cup final, Manchester United versus Manchester City. I think the mindset will be totally different, or because Manchester City squad is a little thin, they may run a little bit of. I don't know. I don't see them doing the treble. I still want it to be undefeated by United. Type of thing,
bro. This you're not gonna like. Bro. Let me tell you something right now. They are playing Real Madrid on Wednesday at their
Mm,
ground.
I
They
know.
should wrap that up. If they do, yeah.
Mhm,
And remember,
mhm.
these man they benched Grealish, all of them. Yeah. So when and
Foden.
if they do, most likely that they do wrap it up and get to the Champions League final, they're gonna play Inter Milan, bro. Which it looks like is gonna be Inter Milan because AC Milan didn't turn up. Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. You can almost certainly say
Mm.
City will beat Inter Milan in the final. So then that's
Yeah,
that.
that's what you said about us in 2012, Bucky. I think you were one of them.
No, but bro, let me tell you something right now. No, 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 no.
Uh,
No, no, no. Wait, there's a caveat. The caveat is Chelsea v City in the final. It's two Prem teams. They both know each other. They played each
I'm
other.
talking City versus Bayern in the final. Listen, the finals.
Bro, Inter Milan.
Are
Come on,
you
Ibs,
dumb?
man.
Bro,
They
this is
got
what
ball,
you're
bro.
not
They got
getting.
ballers, but
This is what you're not
City will
getting.
beat Inter Milan in the final.
This
Ibs,
is the
come on,
problem.
man.
This is the problem. Arsenal. This is the. I'm sorry to kind of project, but this is why the mentality different. You man, probably your UEFA Cup run, your Europa League run should not have ended where it ended. I don't give a fuck if you man were in the title
No, don't
race.
listen. Don't divert to us. I'm telling you on paper, and then they just need to do it physically. On
Yeah,
paper, if you look at Man City
yeah.
side,
Obviously,
that's what I mean.
But I'm not. Yeah, yeah. Okay,
Bro, they're on a
okay.
14-game
All
winning
right,
run
cool.
in
No, no,
all
no. All
comps.
right, cool. But
It
I
takes
think a
a
finals,
lot
all
for you to
form goes out
defeat
the window on
City.
a final.
A lot, Ibs.
I think all form goes out the window on a final. It's on the day. It's not even about your previous fuck. I don't give a shit. Haaland could just say, Haaland didn't squat the bed about. That could be that type of beat in the final. I'm not saying it won't happen, but what I'm saying is that a final is anyone's game, and I believe that it will
No, I
take
agree with that. I agree with that.
serious. If City can coast through every single their finals like it was Liverpool, bar the Champions League final, boy,
Bro,
then
I'm not gonna lie.
I'll have
Even
to credit them,
even
bro.
even if it's not the treble, I'm most certainly
They got the
seeing
league and I think they got the league and Champions League. I think so.
100%. This is what
I
I'm trying to tell
think
you, bro.
so.
I
But
can't
Inter
see
could.
them. Look, remember,
I want
they're
Lukaku to
coming
bring
from
home
a
a
hurt
Champions
from
League.
3 years, Ibs. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what no other rival fan. Where are City? These men are coming from the defeat against you lot, the other defeat, and they Pep's like, bro, wait, this year the Champions League is ours.
Yeah.
So then you think, okay, cool, the league is done, Champions League is done, bro. Man United in the FA Cup final. And don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, I get it. It's
That's
true what you're
different,
saying,
man. That's
100%.
different.
Form
That's
comes out the
different.
window in the final and whatnot.
That's you, man. That's you, man. Do you know what that match is? That's
Mm.
you, man. On a 10-match losing streak. Yeah. You now play Tottenham, who's probably been on a 5-winning streak, and you, man, come up on that day. Are you telling me that losing streak is gonna mean anything on that match? Come on, my guy. That's fucking Spurs, bruv.
But with
Are you
Arsenal,
fucking
yes.
smoking?
Because Arsenal,
I
bro,
see
we're
you man
fucking
do that. I
players,
saw
bro.
you man do that last season. Or what did you not do that? You know, well, nothing. And then
Look at our
Spurs
cup
come along,
competition run. Look at our cup competition run, bro.
and then you
We
lot
lose
come and
against
turn up
teams
against
where you
Spurs.
think, what the
It happens against us anyway, so we're no better.
man's
But,
losing
yeah.
to Ludogorets and this, bro. Trust me, yo. But I hear you. I hear what you're saying. All I'm saying is, you said you'll be okay with Pep Guardiola running away with the league year in, year out. Forget Arsenal.
No.
Forget
I'm not
Chelsea,
year in, year
forget
out.
Man,
I just
forget Man
in
United.
this
That
case,
can't happen. Ibs.
in this case, as
Mm.
Arsenal are challenging,
Okay, as us as the contenders.
yes, you
Okay.
cannot win it.
I hear you.
I need. It's like how Liverpool, how you know what I mean, how United fans wanted,
God.
you know, that like,
Wouldn't
bro,
you
man
have
can't
liked
win.
it if Arsenal? Wouldn't you have liked it if the trophy came back to London today? Regardless
No,
if you are not going to feel
no.
no.
We're the last English team to win we're the last London team to win it. Fuck
When
off.
was that? When did you lot last win the league?
2017, mate. Yeah, Antonio Conte.
18,
Diego
19, 20,
Costa.
22, 23. Bro, the league has been up north for 7 years, bro.
I know, that's what I'm saying to you. It's them
come
man
on,
there that's running
man.
it. I know, but I know. So we have to. It can't just go to Arsenal, man. Arsenal. You man are. It's not. We're not gonna hear the last of it from here to Westminster all the way from Caledonia Ross Clark.
That's why we did it. That's why it never happened.
It
'Cause if we
can't
won the
happen.
league,
You see, if Chelsea won it, yeah, you'll probably hear it for a month, 2 months. That's it. If you man won the league, if Arsenal, Do you man the generation? You might yard man on the ends. No matter of all Lipa man, there'll be a street party on every single block. Fuck is you talking about, bro?
Yo, aye.
If Arsenal win the league,
I can't believe these boys bottled it because that's exactly what would have happened.
if Arsenal
Street
win the
parties
league,
everywhere. Huh? Can you imagine Ibs? London would have been lit, you know? What?
that's
The
exactly
parade.
what would happen. Everything. It would have been a madness.
Can you imagine
First
the
league
parties,
title
bro?
in 19, 20 years. What?
19 years waiting. There's young G's.
madness.
My
It
brother
would
hasn't
be-
seen us win a title.
No, it will be a madness, Bucky. It will be a total abhorrent madness. It will be an event. It will be a moment in
In
time
its
in
own.
London.
A lie?
It will be
an
a
event
moment
its
in
own,
time, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It will be a moment in time. It will be an event.
Listen,
it will be an event.
I tell you what, yeah. I tell you what.
It will be an
Because
event.
if we go and get our targets this summer, Ivan Toney's of this world, Declan Rice, you better do. You see, Pochettino, he's got a lot of work to do. You know?
Yeah, he has.
You said
but
you don't want to win. You want to win the league before we win the league. You
Yeah,
lot better
but-
make sure you pattern up. You know, Ibs.
Yeah, but see, as long as you don't win it next year, and then I don't know. Let someone else do it for a change. You know, let Newcastle win the league. You know what I mean? No, but I'm joking. But you man need the league though, Bucky. You man,
We need it, bro.
It actually.
Bro,
a long
do you know what
time.
we
You
need?
know when
Actually,
last
we
time
need
you
the
won it?
Champions League
When I
because
was
we ain't
still
even
in
touched
school,
that, baby.
fam. When I was still in year Rusk like 8, bro. That's when you man won it last, bro. In year 8.
Man ain't ever
my guy.
touched the European trophy, bro. Arsenal. That's what we need.
Bucky. But it's all good though, man. Big man thing, Bucky. It's on a real though, it's up for you, man. It's really, really up for you, man. Your players are only gonna get better. And you learn from your past, innit? The likes of Martinelli, the likes of Saka, Gabriel Jesus. I said it, but it's not my concern. It's not my concern because I'm not Arsenal fan. He is not the answer.
He's not the
to
answer,
you becoming where you want. You want to be an elite. You want to be Man City, yeah? You need a 6-foot brother, yeah, up there, powerful, yeah, that's ready to whack it, left foot, right
this is
foot.
the thing, Ibs.
All this.
Don't the fact that fans, even rival fans, know exactly what the team needs, but the team, the club itself, and the managers, it's like they don't. It's like they're oblivious to
No,
what
because
man
we're
needs,
fans,
bro.
innit? We're consumers. They're not going. Imagine every business listen to its consumer. All the consumers' concerns. Come on, it'd be like lunatics running the asylum. We're emotional. We ain't got the rational thinking. These guys are literally got rational thinking. So we have to. That's why we support the club. That's why we support these guys, because we put our trust that they will be able to make the correct decisions in terms of lineups, in terms of transfers, in terms of everything, in terms of what we want to do for a club. The unfortunate thing is sometimes it goes wrong, and sometimes we question it. Like I'm battling Chelsea fans right now. Chelsea fans are not having Todd Bowley. They're saying you've messed up. You spent 600 million. I'm thinking, hang on, slow down. Listen, bro just came into the UK. Bro just came to the English. It's not like bro just came in and he took over, I don't know, another club like Leicester or Everton. You know, he took over Chelsea Football Club. It's a big football club. This ain't Coventry, mate. You know what I mean? The demands are absolutely high. So he's going to mess up. He's going to make some mistakes in which he'll probably learn from now. But what we have to do is support and know that he's going to get him right. And I believe he'll get him right. If you don't get him right, something's got to give in it, because he will get him right.
But you know what I mean? To calm down with the money spending, though. He's
I believe that was to supplement the manager at the time, which was Potter, and B, the injury crisis we were facing. Likes of Ruben Loftus-Cheek, likes of Sterling, likes of.
You still believe Mudrik's gonna bang at some point?
We had no striker. Broha was gone. Mudrik will come good. What? I have no lack of faith with Mudrik. He's gonna bang. He's gonna come through.
I reckon he's gonna bang. But I reckon he will bang, bro.
He's gonna bang. He's gonna come through. He just needs the coaching. The squad is there, I believe. Just another goalkeeper. I think Kepa, you've done your thing, bro. Bye-bye. I don't want to see you again. You know, he reminds me of, he is our Almunia. He is Almunia. Probably worse.
You need to get rid of that. You couldn't have an Almunia in the squad, bro. You need to get rid of that. 100%. Get rid of
See,
Almunia.
I know how
Yeah, but
Armenia used to piss you guys off. I used
not
to
only
love
just
it.
him, bro.
Chesney as well. Chesney.
Chesney, Czech,
He's worse.
Almunia, all of these
No,
Gazy, Fabianski,
Armenia.
bro. You know one thing I've
He is
realized.
Armenia.
That's one of the things I like about Arteta, which he's learned from Pep. Come into the squad and choose your keeper. Keeper's the first thing you address. Yeah.
ASAP.
And Ramsdale's still suspect in a lot of areas, but
He will learn.
overall, I'm happy with Ramsdale.
I swear he just signed a new deal.
Yeah.
He will
He
learn.
basically just he's only here for a year.
He will learn.
I think ultimately, the only position that I feel, maybe a striker as well, because Aubameyang is definitely not is a keeper. I think Mauricio's going to come in and prioritize a keeper for Chelsea. And if he doesn't, because none of your two keepers,
100%.
Maybe he can work with Mendy. Mendy's workable, no?
No.
Mendy's on the level, no? But he wasn't a level when he first joined you. He was one of the Prem's top keepers.
He
was right up there with Alisson and Edison.
But I think unfortunately there's no assurances in his future. I think
he's completely lost form.
Contracts. It's out of form. He conceded a dumb goal on the weekend.
Lampard gave him a chance, innit?
I mean, and I won't really blame him because he's been out of the game for a minute. But I mean, I think he just needs to play football somewhere else. Let us get a new number one, and have a decent backup goalkeeper, and then we'll take it from there. Our striker situation needs to be sorted. Lukaku apparently doesn't want to come back. He has categorically said he would stay at Inter Milan. We have not approached him or anything of that situation because of his Champions League journey, in which we would like to respect. So not to cloud his mind. But it's indicating he wants to stay at Milan. There's no.
It's too toxic.
If that's the case,
it's too toxic.
If that's the case, we need to address the striker, a 6-foot motherfucker that's gonna header left foot.
Broha and Aubameyang, they're not the answer.
Broha will come good, but not now. Maybe
I reckon you guys might even go for Ivan as well. Why not? Why can't Ivan Toney go to Chelsea?
You know what it is? He's still got that FA charge, innit? So I mean, you don't want to sign a player, then the FA charge comes in, he's banned for 4 months, 6 months, you know.
So you don't reckon no team will come in for Toney because of that charge?
I think that charge is pending, bro. That thing's hanging, bro. I don't think it's not the end of his career. Hell no. But like, I mean, you're gonna have to. You know, I think that was the reason why he didn't make the England call up for the World Cup in January. You know, it's just a lot of these are gambling allegations he's dealing with,
bro. If
he's guilty,
we don't go in for him because of that, I'll be fucking gutted, bro.
No. I mean, look, I don't know what is going on with it. That should have been
dealt with.
He should be serving his bird right now for it. So by the end of the summer, it's all knowing what time it's ending and that. He should have already been charged. But the fact that they're leaving it till now, like, we're in what?
We're basically
June, May, June. Brother, when do you want to announce the thing? When he signed for his new club, and then you want to say, back when he was the former Brentford player, you want to now label it like, the former Brentford player, back when he's at Brentford. Bro, slap it on now, so we know the thing now. So when he goes to his new club, it's not clouded there. I don't know what they're doing, but yeah, that's. I think they're doing their investigation still. So
both of our teams have a lot of work to do. I've got a manager who's more or less 4 years full contract length coming up. You got an incoming manager. Things are going to look up for you lot. You lot are going to very quickly forget about this season.
Oh, mate. Hey, Bucky.
You already forgot. I
phoned in. I checked out.
You're already on holidays.
I checked out in the summer when you man beat us pre-season. And then Tuchel said, it's the same players. It's the same problem. Same results. What are you expecting? You know what that told me?
Giving you
real life.
Points, huh?
That told me that, we anyone that thought that we're going to do something this year, just remove that from your mind. Because
I thought you lot got a challenge for the title.
Tuchel told us already we're not challengers, so I believed him. And I ran with that narrative, and look at us now. And I told people like, no, how dare we have that mindset? I will not, this entitlement that we had. that, oh, because we're Chelsea and we have just won the Champions League less than a year ago or so,
It was
or
the
less
Todd
than two
Bowley
years ago,
effect as well, Ibs. You
and
know, he
that we
came
will
in
be
and
challenging. And I said to guys, what gives you the entitlement? If Arsenal are putting in work, if Man United are putting in work, if Tottenham, who were putting in work in the transfer window, getting their squad ready for the season, if Liverpool, Man City, who have just purchased Haaland, if all these men are putting in work to sign players, Newcastle with Isak, what gives you what gives us the guarantee that we will automatically get to where we want to if these guys are putting in work? What do you think? This is Chelsea's Premier League? No, this is the Premier League, meaning there's 20 other teams in there, meaning we're not the only ones, you know. So it was a bitter pill to swallow, but I came with peace with it. I phoned TalkSport. I spoke to Jason
transition year
Cundy.
kind of type of thing.
I said, yeah, it's gonna be a long time. Let's be easy. It's okay. Let's not rush into it. But no, guys didn't want to hear it. So when guys didn't want to hear it, results were going bad, and it made the fan base toxic. It made the fan base very angry towards players, i.e., Mason Mount. Mason Mount was at the end of every single abuse you can imagine from Chelsea fans this year. So much so he's had to delete his Twitter.
Is
A
it?
man has come off social media because of a fan base, accounts with footballers with no names. Obviously, I'm one of them, but you know, you know how it be. It's these guys on Twitter, bro. These men are heartless, bro. They will
Heartless,
go,
yeah.
they'll write a whole thread on why you are a failed footballer. These times, these men can't even do bleep test. You get what I'm saying to you? So
Twitter's
that's
an
how toxic.
unforgiving world,
Hey,
bro.
it's a aye. So
It's an unforgiving place.
that's how it goes.
Bro, it's a madness. Our teams have both our teams have a lot of work to do, Ibs. 1 hour and 31 minutes. I'm starving. I'm gonna wrap it here, my bro. Thank
Aye,
you so
but
much for the presence, my bro. We're gonna do this again more often.
yeah,
Whether
man.
you,
Just
so you go
shout.
live as well on Twitter as well, yeah?
No, I don't personally do a channel. You get me? But like,
Okay.
you get me? I see you
You
on my
get
thinking,
invited
nah,
and you
let me
make
just
features.
nah, this is Bucks, man. Let me
Respect,
just
my
come in
bro.
and forward with bro, man.
Yeah,
I
man.
ain't
Love
gonna
the
lie, I ain't
support.
seen bro for a
Love the
minute.
support.
I need to
100%. When are you back in London? Are you coming to London?
yeah,
You back here?
yeah. Summer. DM me your
One
number in
time.
it. Man's
Say no
gonna, you
more.
get me? Definitely link up in the summer, bro. Man's definitely coming July and that. Man's
Say no
definitely
more.
touching down. July. We're linking up. So
All
yeah,
right,
man.
my
Holla
bro.
at me.
Bro, love for the love as always. Ibs, take care of yourself, my
Don't know,
bro.
my bro.
And yeah,
Don't know,
man.
brother.
Listen,
Don't know.
next season
Yeah.
we're gonna do this, bro. We're gonna do when Arsenal Chelsea
I
game is
know.
preview.
We're
We're
gonna do
gonna get
this
into
more.
it.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
just it's just the beginning. You know.
I might even write you a message and let you know a couple of my plans and some of my plans. As you can see, I'm still doing it from the comfort of my house, my bro. From next season,
Yeah,
man's gonna
obviously.
be
Where you
moving
gonna
on
do?
to a
Do
different
bro.
space.
Wherever you're comfortable, you do it, bro. It don't matter.
You
Man, I'm
get
doing
me?
it from their
Doesn't matter.
bedroom, Rude, bro. What you mean?
Yeah.
Come on. Just
Hey,
message me
Ibs,
on the
love my
TikTok, my
bro.
bro. Don't know my
Respect,
family all the time. Don't know
all the
my
time,
G.
all the
Don't know.
time,
Love,
all the
love,
time.
love.
People, yes, I'm gonna wrap it up here. As you heard, thank you so much for those that are gonna watch this video. For those that sneak peeked and had a look, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And yeah, man, those were some of my thoughts on what needs to be done and the changes that need to be made by Mikel Arteta. For me, he's got one more season to prove that he's got it all to bring to Arsenal in terms of the major honours, the league. He needs to be clear about what he's going to do, how he's going to do it. He needs to make sure that he brings the elite mentality, no matter what, or anything close to what City's mentality is, what Real Madrid mentality is, what all of the majority of European greats mentality is. And yeah, man, and we go again. For me, the season's done. Congratulations to Arsenal, the players. Congratulations in terms of moving forward. But overall, the season is bottled. The season is one to look at it as a failure in a sense, but look at it as progress. It's season's a failure, but let's look at it as progress and moving in the right direction. And yeah, that's pretty much that, people. I'm gonna wrap it up and I'll see you lot in the next one. Peace.